June 22, 1941, 3:17 a.m., the western bank of the Bug River, just outside the shattered fortress of Brest-Litovsk. The night sky tore open. 2,000 German guns fired at once. The earth shook. Even miles away, the shockwave rattled bones and teeth. Standing tall in the turret of his command tank, Colonel General Heinz Guderian watched through his binoculars. Flashes of artillery lit his face in blood-red bursts. Around him, an unstoppable force moved forward. Over 1,000 tanks, half-tracks, guns. The 2nd Panzer Group surged ahead like a steel storm. Vorwärts, forward. And they did. In just 48 hours, they advanced 70 miles. Soviet defenses collapsed under the sudden assault. Border troops ran. Positions were abandoned. Burned-out tanks littered the roads like broken toys. Inside command vehicles, German officers laughed, confident, relaxed. "The Russians are still using tractors with guns," one joked. "This war won't last 6 weeks." And for a moment, it felt true. By early July, the Blitzkrieg was unstoppable. Dust clouds filled the skies. Aircraft had to fly low just to keep sight of the advancing columns. German forces were already nearing Minsk. Victory felt certain. They believed they were unstoppable, the finest armored force ever assembled, experienced, disciplined, untouchable. The Soviets? Primitive, unprepared, defeated. But war has a way of changing its mind. July 4th, 1941, near the village of Seno. The sky was gray. Rain fell lightly, turning the ground into thick mud. German tanks pushed forward carefully. At the front, Oberleutnant Hans-Joachim Jung led his company. As his tank crested a small ridge, he raised his binoculars and froze. There, in the open field, a single tank, silent, still, but different, low, wide, heavy. Its shape was unfamiliar, its armor sloped at strange angles, and its gun. It looked far too large. Jung hesitated, then spoke into the radio. "Unidentified enemy tank ahead. Request permission to engage." The response came immediately. "Take it down." 5 German tanks fired at once. Shells ripped through the air. One struck the front of the Soviet tank and bounced. Another hit the turret. Same result. A metallic clang echoed across the field as the shell deflected harmlessly away. For a moment, no one spoke. The German crews stared in disbelief. Then, the tank moved. Its engine roared to life. It turned, fast, too fast, and then it charged. Mud sprayed into the air as it accelerated forward. The distance closed rapidly. Jung's voice broke over the radio. "Our shells aren't working. What is this thing?" Before anyone could react, the Soviet tank fired. The shell hit the lead Panzer III. The explosion was devastating. The turret lifted into the air, then crashed back down. Flames and smoke burst outward. No one inside survived. Panic spread through the German ranks. More shells were fired. None worked. Every shot bounced off, like it meant nothing. The Soviet tank kept coming, relentless, unstoppable, at the command post. Guderian watched silently. He slowly lowered his binoculars. His expression changed. The confidence was gone. No one spoke. No one needed to. Because in that moment, everything changed. The war they thought was already won was just beginning. And that tank, that single unstoppable machine, had a name. The T-34. And it would change the battlefield forever.